Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drop. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Other man, I don't know no other man. You like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drop. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Other man, I don't know no other man. You like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso, extendo.
Hello. How is everybody doing? I've never been so excited to talk about this show. This is the most anticipation I have ever had to discuss rap. How is everybody doing? If you're getting in here, please leave a comment. If you've seen the show, because I know a lot of you who are here, of course, I am streaming not only from my channel, but Brandon with Just My Opinion as well as Neither the Diva. We are all streaming. So if anybody is here, let me know if you've seen the show, what you thought about the show, because this episode was a lot different than the previous ones, and maybe low-key the best one, because I've never been so surprised by something on this particular show. But let me read a few of y'all comments, and then I'm going to bring my guest out, because I just can't wait to get started. Like, I'm real hyped. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's see, Nicole. Nicole's here. Let's see, hey, Struggle in chat. Hey, Nicole, thank you so much for being here. Just My Opinion is in the house. Let's do this. Let's do this, absolutely. Hey, y'all. Hello, pretty girl Danny. I know you watched the show. Like, I can't wait to get into y'all comments and all that good stuff. Yeah. What's good? Hello, VKJTV. Y'all go check us out over there on his channel. We, we'll be collaborating on Raising Cain, and really good energy over there. Thank you for joining us also, Jay. Let's see. I'm going to have to watch the new episode. Nicole, you always late. I'm sick of you being late, Nicole. You get out of here, because then you're going to say we spoiled something for you. This is an absolute, up and down spoiler type situation. So I don't want to shake anybody with anything. Like, this is something that you need to see in real present time. If you have not seen the episode and you care to, get out of here. Let's see. I was shook, right? Ace. Shook is just a downright understatement. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my first guest in anticipation for the third one. If she does not join us, of course, we just gonna keep rocking as usual. But bringing out the man with the plan and all the videos in his hand, he got videos for every day of the week. Brandon with Just My Opinion.
Hey. What's going on, y'all? How you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you, B?
I'm pretty good, especially after that great intro. I love how it flowed. I love how it rhymed. That's what's up right there. Thank you for having me.
Always. Like, B, just before we even dive in, what did you think about, like, in one word, what was, like, when the issue happened in the episode, what were you thinking? Like,
what the F? Like, I was thinking, like, do I need to hit rewind and go back? Like, what, did I miss something? Was I looking at my phone? How did this happen? Like, it was so. No, I'll tell you what. Random is one word. Random. That's the word.
Yeah. I literally thought I laid on the remote. I was like, this has to be something else, because this doesn't even go with this type of show. I was going, like, I refreshed and everything. Went back. I was like, oh no, this is like, what? That was crazy, because it's a lot goes on with the show, but a little bit of nothing at the same time. And this was one of the little rare moments that I left. Like, let me run and go get some from the kitchen and come right back. I was like, did I turn it while I was going? No, that this was the show, and that was crazy.
Yeah, very, very crazy. I was like, I cannot wait to talk to this young lady about this. Did she have the same reaction that I had? Did y'all in the chat, hey, everybody in the chat, did y'all have the same reaction we had? I'm eager. I'm excited. You know, we got to get into it.
Yeah. Nate said, I just finished the episode. Like, oh, absolutely. Let's see. Right. Yeah, I think everybody had a what the F type of moment because it was really nothing else to say about that. But going ahead and just getting started, because I can't. I want to know why, because I know we all saw it and it was like what, but I want to know mainly what you think as far as like why you think that happened or just everything, because I got some theories.
Yeah.
But go ahead and getting into the episode here, like, we have to start off with your favorite character. Rain is standing on business. She don't care what's going on. For here at the top, I put, you sound real hard on the phone, nephew. It was giving baby boy. Like she was sounding real hard on that Instagram live, doing the most as she loves to do. When we know that Rain is not going to bust a grape in a fruit fight. But of course, she is feeling some type of way about the rap situation and Shauna and Mia, saying that it was a drought and everything, like they not appreciating anything. I ain't saying nobody's name and making sure, she let us know that she has braids because that makes her, authentic. But B, what did you think about Raina Rain and, her little disposition in her Instagram live?
She's just very, very annoying. I can't get past it. Look at the R. At one point, I mean, she's like, ow, ow, pelvic thrusting the camera screen and the lens. And I'm watching her, and what I'm saying to myself is, I don't understand how she has a following, how she has fans. This sounds like nails on a chalkboard, But then again, you do have people like this in real life that have a following, and I just don't get it. I don't. People different strokes for different folks. We got Raina on here, and in real life we got Sexy Red, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not ashamed to say that. And it's not as bad as her, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And the thing about it is, even though she's bad in the show and you have bad people in real life, at least some people in real life, it's a bit more authentic than Miss Raina here. I mean, she just screams impersonator, fraudster, but people are still buying into it, and it's just beyond me. I can't comprehend it.
Well, I think Rain is supposed to be like Iggy Azalea on steroids. Like she's supposed to be a parody of, like, low key a parody. So
Yeah.
it serves a purpose. A lot of these artists like Arena Rain do have a really big opportunity and a really big audience. But y'all, our third guest is here. I'm glad she's here to give her opinion on Raina Rain as well. You guys, welcome to the stage. Fashionably late because she's that girl. Nita the Diva. Hey, Nita.
Hey, y'all.
Oh,
What's up, B. Avery,
Oh,
Tyra? Sorry, I'm late. I was just on my live stream as well, so I'm sorry.
no, you fine. I didn't know until like last minute that you had a live stream, but I am so excited that you are here. Once again, you guys, we are streaming on all 3 of our platforms. Go engage and hit the like button in all 3 of them, like Birdman would say. But what did you feel about this whole situation with Raina Rain, Nita?
This was a mess. I mean, appropriation at its finest. I was just like, girl, she be doing a whole lot. That's all I can say. Oh,
With what's going on in the media with King and T.I. and the son running around, I'm standing on business. It was just giving me like, I'm standing on business when you really ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. Like sit down, but you see that she is bothered, and we get into what we get into later in the episode. But moving on from this here, I'm really like low key sick of our girls. I'm sick of our girls and record diz and apologizing to Rain, and ain't nobody eating till I say so. Because can we get a drink? No, we won't eat nothing. We good. Like the fact that we have Francois gatekeeping the food and the drinks until he hears what he wants to. Like he was. He was like, they should have told them the situation there. But B, I'm gonna come to you first, like, because I think I already know the answer. Did you think that anything Francois said at this table was the truth?
No, absolutely not. Are you serious?
Hey, you could, hey, you never
No,
know.
no. He's just as bad, dang near, as Raina with all the lies and deceit that he's spraying out there. And frankly, I don't understand why he's so bothered and upset here anyway. I mean, I guess just the ego and the need to have control. To me, it was a win for everybody. Raina got her own spotlight by herself. The artist that he's trying to promote got the spotlight by. I mean, everybody. I don't get it. I don't understand. This
That's
is
the thing. He
ridiculous.
don't he don't want them to have the spotlight. They solely supposed to be there to service Rain. So if stepping in front of that, taking some of her shine, not only do I need y'all to simmer down and apologize, but I'm gonna pacify y'all once again. Like, this is the most gullible that they have ever been. Like, I thought it was one thing with the conversation that he even got, and they just all agreed to it, going on this tour for nothing. But this here, like, he just wears his personality and his agenda like low key on his sleeve. And the fact that he can finesse them the way that they do, because Mia and Shauna, they, one of them, I ain't never been nowhere. I ain't never had nothing type of females. Like, they ain't never been nowhere. Like, oh, this is nice. Ain't no roaches in here, nothing. It's very that. But it showed a whole lot in this episode. What did you think, Nita?
Oh my God. I need you to read my message in the private chat.
Oh, hold on.
But just based on the characters, I definitely, Francois, I definitely don't believe nothing that he says. And so, yeah, he probably just BSing at his finest. I wish the girls, I think the relationship that he has with Shauna, I think he's standing on that and he's using that or whatever. And like you said, the naivete that they have behind, this whole situation, they want to just have some kind of exposure and they're just falling for the banana in the tailpipe. So,
well, via your comment in our private chat, Nita, if anytime you want to, it's cool, it's fine. I completely understand. But this was I'm just tired of this okie doke. Like, ever since the situation with Chastity, not now one of them have ever gotten anything in writing as to say, oh, this was promised to me. It's going to be once the okie doke happen, because we know it's going to happen, where it's, well, you told us that. It's just like, no, like, you just really see that they were amateurs. And I know that they're amateur, but I didn't think they were this amateur. Like, they really came off as stupid, personally, to me in this episode. But let's keep going.
I have a question before you move on. The whole, oh, this is nice. Ain't no roaches in here. Is that, I mean, I know that's a running joke that, comes up in our community. I think about 10 years ago, me and my brother experienced that at the movie theater. It was a nice one that just got built, and a black couple came in and sat a few seats down from us. She actually did. They're like, oh my God, this is nice. And rough the leather. We died in our seats, but we were trying to hold our laugh in, because the dude knew we was laughing at her. Respectful and polite. I don't know where that originated from. It's kind of like a little Pookie and Ray Ray thing. This has kind of always been there, but yeah, they were definitely giving those vibes. So thanks for the reference there, because
it is B. Every single city, it's like, oh, like, it's very understandable, but it's like, y'all, come on, read the room. Even if it's that, we still need to get our ducks in a row and make sure that we're good. Y'all not making sure you're good, but as soon as he dangles a carrot in your face and some dinner after he finally like, okay, now you can give him the food. I was like, what? What kind of situation is that? Then it's like, okay, well, yeah, now we're good again, and they should absolutely not. I was thinking this episode they were standing on business like Rain Rain was. Like, no, this tour has to be just as much about us as it is about Rain. If we don't create opportunities for ourselves, there isn't going to be any. Thank you, Francois. Once again, look at this room. We in LA. This is nice. We got 1800. Thank you, Francois. We already know what Chastity did last episode to make this lavish hotel in LA happen. B had a problem with that because you hurting babies and families and mothers and children, breaking into people's house. But I feel like Chastity is a really good manager. Chastity has came a really long way. All of the advice that she gives, like, you guys don't have to apologize. And just even the fact that they were coasted so well with, a glass of wine and a plate of food that they thought all of a sudden it flip-flopped and he gave them this lavish room when they were just in a Roach Motel 6 last episode. It don't happen that way. But Nita, how were you feeling about, any of this at all? Because Chastity has used that money to get them a really, really good room.
Haven't heard that. I'm happy. I'm happy. The thing is that it looked like they take a couple of steps back. They was just standing on business last episode, and now I hear that they kind of like taking some steps back. Like,
they're
with
coasting.
the whole getting God. I don't know, but yeah, we know Chastity. I do Chastity doing her thing. Like, she's really like been doing, like, she be low key looking out for them girls, and they better start respecting her.
Yeah, Chastity. I was so proud of Chastity this episode, especially in the party, which we're going to get into. But B, how do you feel about? I'm gonna say the next slide with our favorite character, Mia. Mia, a lot of Mia is in this episode. Oh no, let me skip. No, I'm gonna stay here. We ain't going back because this pissed me off.
Oh, okay.
I have to put that up there at the top. Y'all ever see that meme of Monique where she's going, "You're a dummy." Like, why is she still talking to him? Why is she still talking? There is no reason. I don't care what Chastity said about keeping that connection, making sure he's in a good graces or whatever. She should have there is nothing to talk about. As far as I know, Shauna at this point is in the clear. And the fact that he's trying to, catch her in the wrong here and record her means that she is and he's not, and he's trying to flip it. Like, Shauna is going to tell on herself, and it's going to be really sad to see. B, how did you feel about the cousin in the background going, nah, that ain't it, delete that? She said, who? My cousin? She said my name? Yeah, delete that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't like him. He's shady. But when you say that, you calling Shauna dumb for talking to him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would not call him, period.
Why? I don't get it. Like,
of course, like he said, like, what you calling me? Because he's trying to separate the two. So it's like, I'm not your man. We not involved. You don't have to. He's trying to get her to tell on herself. But like he said, we're not that. She's clear. She's clearly calling him also with a motive to try to make sure, like, we're good. I know you're, looking at some time, or like, I just think it's more of an opportunity to incriminate herself, as well as also get caught on this whatever this phone he's trying to record her on this app. There's just too much of a window. The bigger fish would be her getting caught versus what she's calling him for. So it doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I see what you're saying now. I honestly didn't look at it that way. I thought her phone call was genuine. I think she feels guilty and just like, okay, whatever level our relationship is, I do feel bad. I do have some feelings for this person. So let me just see, how he's feeling, and I understood his frustrations as well. It's always best to try not to get emotional with women, especially if y'all don't have that title. And he was doing the best he could, but I just didn't, I didn't look at it that way. I just, thought that, and his name is Maurice. I don't even really think he wants to record her. I think, like it may be obvious to you guys. I think that, his cousin is kind of forcing him to do it. Has a gun to his head type thing. But I thought her reaching out was genuine, and I didn't blame. It's not smart. Yeah, you're right that she's gonna tell on herself and get herself in trouble. So she could, she needs to think more carefully. But I don't look at it as an opportunity for her, or maybe I misunderstood what you said. I don't know, but I thought it was genuine.
Yeah, all right. Nita.
No, Maurice know what he's doing. He is they keep on, messing around, right? So he's using that to keep that door open, because once you start to get into a girl's head with the peen and the face in the place and stuff like that, she's gonna be calling anyway. And then Chastity dude sat up there and told her, gave her the advice to keep him close. So the thing is that I just feel like I would just Beyonce, everybody on mute. I just would not be saying. I would be saying nothing. Like,
Nothing.
I mean, he'll be trying to pull teeth, trying to get some information out of me, just talking. I was just going to see how you doing. That's a genuine conversation. Like, I don't want to know nothing about that case.
Yeah, they talk about the case. You wanted to do it just as much as I. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, it's just too much. Like, I would have no dealings with Maurice. I don't care what's going on.
Right.
I just met you last year at a hotel. Man, get out of here. Let me move on.
And B, I don't think that the cousin is forcing him to do that, because you remember he did that on his own the first time. The cousin didn't tell him to do that. I mean, I think he just just so happened to be there when he got the phone call with her.
Nah, he's
And
picked
do
a side.
Android phones do that? Because iPhones don't do that.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think any phone can really. I think that's a feature that's like illegal or something.
Scary.
Yeah.
That anybody can record a conversation. I don't like that.
There's apps out there. You can hold a phone up to another phone and record it. Hey, you on speaker? Y'all sleep. Let's move on to the next slide.
Power got the files back there. Got to get the archive.
Y'all sleep.
The dumbest hotation ever. Taking it back to Insecure. Mia in this hotation. Cash and Courtney in the same building. Why? We have Mia here. She has just come out of her body. Of course, she's chatting it up on the phone with Courtney, who says she looked like Gabrielle Union. I was like, what? That don't even make sense. But, in the midst of that, she gets a gift from Cash, and I'm down here with Shauna. Like, girl, you're not mad? You can't be bought? Didn't he just post you with the goofy pic over your face? Like, I don't care. This is Mugler. And she's mentioning that I invited them, to be in the same, like, they're going to be there together. The two men that you're messing with are going to be at the same party at the same time. And she said that she just going to be ducking people like she Lil' Kim. What? B, I already know what B gonna say about Mia. But B, how did you feel about Mia in the situation that she was putting herself in? That it just seems idiotic.
Trash. She throw out. She thinks it's molded, flies, gnats. I was so upset and disappointed. Again, I may have said this before, but it's like every time the characters do something well, good, or that I respect, they take two steps back. I don't like the way that she is playing Lamont. Like, that's just messed up. Like, it's just it's just really annoying. You got to have that mindset, that maturity, not to be played. But and I'm speaking of Lamont here, but the way she just be doing them is just unnecessary. Just lie after lie. I mean, man, what she say? Raina mad at us, and then we only get 3 cards, and it's just sloppy behavior, and I'm no victim here, but it's funny to me when you'll see when women act like Mia, but then on the flip side, they get upset that nobody's good to them and they always getting done wrong. And, but look how you done people. I mean, she just bald-faced lied to that dude. I mean, like, man, it's not even like Lamont. I'm passionate, but it's not even like Lamont hit her up. I was like, hey, babe, I'm thinking about you. Can I come to the city and visit you? I want to be up on the Union. He wasn't even doing all that. He was chilling out of his own business. She invited him, and now she want to backpedal. It's all she has no remorse. She don't feel bad. It's just garbage behavior, and it's interesting. This is the main character of the show, but she's despicable.
Yeah, we like that. She's for the streets, and I'm here for it. No, I just like how I wish the writing was better here, because it just really made Mia seem really slow, that she thought she was clean enough to finesse 2 dudes at the same party when you couldn't even properly send a text message to the right group. Like, ma'am. But this here, her doing what she did to Lamont, like, I was like, man, he was like, I got the ticket. Lamont was literally packing his bag. Like the fact that she forgot about him, and this was the first time I heard Lamont. I can't remember what he said to her, but it was a little curse. Like, girl, he's tired. Like, I think it's one thing to make an enemy out of somebody like Cash or whatever, but this is your daughter's father. Why would you want to have that little rift? more than anything, regardless of whatever, Lamont has always respected her, and we're getting to the point where he might, look at her or treat her a little differently based off of how she's treating him, or when all this blow up in her face, because it will. Lamont's not going to be there for you, period, and she's not going to like that. But the fact that she hung up and it was like, one nigga down, like I was like, oh my goodness, it looked diabolical. But Nita, how did you feel about this?
Yeah. That's cold. That's cold. I think she's trash for doing that. And that's why I think Lamont kind of like plays her to the left sometimes. Like he really tries not to give her the time of day because he know what time she on or whatever. And yeah, that didn't sound good at all. So yeah, she for the street. She definitely for the street. She was about to be three. Was it 3 this season? Just 3-3 if they let her. But no.
Oh God.
Yeah, she for the streets. I was like, we only 4 episodes, 5 episodes in, girl, 3 different. Okay.
Just the fact that she forgot about Lamont. It was like, oh, I just wish the writing could have been better as to why Cash and Courtney ended up at the same party. Because I'm like, Mia can't be this stupid to think she can finesse them in the same room at the same time. What? I wasn't here for none of that. But let's move on. But getting into this right here, like let's see. Sorry if you apologize to somebody and you started off, I'm sorry if you were offended. Like that is not an apology. That is absolutely not an apology. Of course, here they, if you want good with this record label and the opportunity for this deal, we got to keep the tour. I love how Francois built it up. Like all of a sudden he's using Rain. Like if it's not her, there's no tour, there's no money, there's no opportunity. So I need y'all to get in good with her so I can get y'all a record deal and put y'all in the front, my Black Queens type stuff. No, absolutely not. But yeah, of course, Chastity is doing what she needs to do. Y'all don't have to do anything y'all don't want to do. You don't have to apologize to her for nothing. And I was absolutely here for that. But they did give her this half-assed apology. B, did you feel the apology?
Man, that was awful. They actually did that too. I was proud of them too because as soon as they walked in, they saw her. They was like, hey, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way so we can enjoy ourselves. So it's not awkward. They there 30 minutes and they seeing each other from across the way, not saying nothing. So let's just get it out the way. So that was cool. But then when they walk over, they're just like, hey, sorry you felt some type of way. It was awful. But even though I don't like Raina, I like the way Raina stood her ground and called her out like, Shauna, what did I do to piss you off? She was like, what do you mean? We just apologized. Well, it didn't seem real. It seemed like a bunch of crap. So I'm glad that she was forward with that and, communicated. I like that. Something I really wasn't, I didn't expect. I expected Raina to be like, oh my God, thank you, girl. I didn't know what this disconnect was, but now that y'all are apologizing, we can hug and kiss and get along and we're going to be the best group ever. Raina knew what was up. And so I kind of like that. But yeah, they wrong. It's just everybody is just doing messed up stuff. Everybody, across the board. But yeah, it was like the emoji have shit. It was a.
I just really like the fact that Rain acknowledged, like, even though you feel whatever about me and that I'm using, the culture to get on and appear a certain way when I'm really not that, what are you doing? You're using me as well, on this tour and trying to like, it's a use situation. This is the business, but I know like you don't like me or we're going to get into that because I was like, Shauna, why would you leave Rain alone with Shauna in any capacity? Like that was Mia chasing whoever she was chasing. That was a dumb idea. But how did you feel about them, humbling themselves and apologizing to Rain, for the rap?
Listen, I'm sorry if you were offended. I feel like
it's crazy.
That wasn't even an apology. It's like I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm standing 10 toes down. So I kind of like that they, even though they had to kind of humble themselves, but they really didn't because that's a half apology. It's one of them, you can keep that. Yeah. But I think it like kind of showed how they really felt in the moment. Like, sorry if you were offended, but I mean, they were offended too. They had a reason to be offended. Shoot.
Yeah, remember when you put us in them aprons, had us in the background looking like maids? Your first episode, that we
Right.
sorry about that. You came out in your little toy, What about that? I'm sick of this. They don't need you. Francois wants Chastity to know her place. Man, I just want Francois to get hit by a big bus at this point. Like, I'm loving Chastity this season in the way that he keeps coming at her, undermining her. And this was like one of the it kind of took me back to season 1, because Chastity tries to just be on business and handling things. She doesn't show like her true emotion, or if she's hurt. Like, she was really hurt this episode. She was really hurt this episode at the fact that not only are you trying to undermine me and kind of take my position and take the girls from me after I've done so much, but it's like the fact that you possibly could, because I can't even rely on them 100% of the time to have my back when it comes to you. You're having meetings without me, moving without me. Like, who's to say if you do present them with whatever that they won't try to, leave me in the dust? Where do I fit in here? Because of course nobody signed anything. I'm just a manager by name and, in word, which means nothing. B, how do you feel about Francois wanting Chastity to back up?
Yeah, the reason why I reacted that way is because you took the words right out of my mouth. You said hit by a bus. I want him to get punched so bad. He has such a punchable face, especially the screen grab that you have with her. I just want him to get decked once. And it would be good if it was by Chastity, but they're not gonna give us all that. But he's an a-hole, man. I don't like him. And you're right. She is all about that business and trying to work it out. And she really was hurt. Good screen grab. I did feel sorry for her. The way he just don't. And the thing is, I thought she did well. This little this piss contest that they're having. She stood her ground at first, but he kind of just chopped her down and broke her up emotionally. It sucked. I felt sorry for her right here.
What about you, Nia?
I don't like to see her like that.
Oh,
Yeah. Like, she's grown on me. I think she's gonna have her day. She's gonna have her moment. She's gonna get that sweet revenge. I see it coming towards the end of the season. She's gonna. I think things are gonna work out for her some kind of way. I don't think it's gonna be all bad for her. I think she's gonna get that sweet revenge some kind of way.
Okay, let me read a few of these comments. Let's see. At this point, who are we more frustrated, upset with, y'all? Mia or Shauna? I know Brandon is hating hard on Shauna, but what about now? What about now, B? Who? Yeah, it's still Mia. It's been Mia for a minute. I think that first season, a lot of it was Shauna. Let's see. Mia is trying to bite off more than she can chew. Absolutely. See, it was a bit horrifying, that last scene. Aaron, we gonna get into it, because what? Iggy Azalea is not this annoying. Yeah, that's why I feel like she's a parody of Iggy Azalea. That's why I said a parody of a parody. Like, it's the female Vanilla Ice. Hey y'all, hey Bree, thank you so much for being here. VKJ said Nita.
Hey.
Let's see. Hello, D Movie Man. Hey, you all are. The last scene was absolutely not prepared for. It was giving me Final Destination vibes for a minute. D, I can't wait for us to get into it. But yeah, it was scary. It was a scary situation. Let's see. I would have snatched $3 chains off Francois's neck playing with me. I'm surprised. Sometimes I'll be wanting her to bring out the pimp side. Like, where your gun at, Chastity? Like,
right.
Because Francois ain't about that life. Like, if she come at him on a street level, like, it'll be totally different. But she trying to be professional and be on her manager energy. Right. Oh, man, let's see. Let's read one more. Monique said gullible. I know that's for the girls. Let's see. Can't trust the man with two-tone haircuts. I told you that, Monique. That's my thing. Almost 50 people here in the live. Please keep hitting that like button so we can get more people in here. We are streaming from all 3 of our channels. Show some love. Now let's get on back into what I think this next slide. We already just kind of covered this, and I just couldn't understand. Like, I knew something was going to happen in the episode the moment that Mia left Shauna with Rain, because that's just not a smart idea. We know how she feels, and Shauna, I was like, play the game, Shauna. Shauna does not want to play the game. I can say at least at this party, because this is the industry party, I had a newfound kind of low-key interest as to why he would opt for Rain outside of her, just being a white cliched artist who might be more profitable than a black one. She knows the industry and how to handle herself in spaces like this versus what we get with the ladies later. But I just couldn't believe that Mia was so distracted by the likes of Courtney. They was like, yeah, girl, I gotta go. I see a man. I was like, oh, this is what's gonna happen. We finna do this. We finna get sidetracked. We're not standing on business, and we getting sidetracked by men and everything else. PDA, and y'all don't even know each other. Like this is happening overnight. This is happening legit overnight. Like, clearly the little conversation, oh, we just talked and, fed her growling stomach because they ain't had no food in days. Now he's trying to, pick back up where they left off, and he's feeling like, I'm just like, y'all don't even know each other. B, where you're feeling the love, when he grabbed a handful of ass and was all in her face. And, she's trying to keep it low key because Cash might be somewhere.
This is insane. This is you breaking all the rules, all the codes. Like, you don't do this right here. Are you serious? You get cussed out. Seriously, I would honestly be like, either one. If I was Mia, if I was him, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? This is what are you doing? I wouldn't even know what to say. I would just keep saying, what are you doing over and over and over again. This is way out of line. This is way out of pocket. Like, seriously, it's just. I don't know what they were thinking here with the writing, but no, this is a no-go. So yeah, he tripping. He know better, but he tripping.
I don't know what Mia was thinking. Like, if this is what it is, two dudes gonna be in this party, I'm gonna avoid the both of them as much as possible. No, she trying to engage, be a little lovey-dovey. Nita, for her to be trying to be low-key and read the room just in case Cash is there, how do you feel about her moving with all this PDA? And she just met him. It feels like yesterday. It has to be yesterday, right? Because she was telling Lamont to fly out. Is this literally the next day?
Probably.
Oh my
God. That's what's so crazy about it. But it's just like, just typical city girl behavior,
Who does this? Like, this is just like
I've never
wild, but
I'm sure it does happen.
I thought city girls was trying to get the bag and they knew how to finesse. This ain't no finesse to this. I thought that's what I swear, I don't know city girl etiquette. I'm not a city girl, but I thought the city girl's main goal was to finesse and get the bag and look good. We look good. We got the dress on and Cash bought. We try to
a part of the finessing is kind of like the PDA, I guess.
But not here where I could get caught.
Feel like, how you want to feel,
Oh, please. This was a wrong move. I already knew that she was going to get caught. I was like, this is not going to turn into anything but stuff blowing up in her face because this isn't it. Were you about to say something, B? About the scene?
Yeah. Well, I'll wait till we get to that point. It was about a character you brought up, but I'm confident we're gonna talk about it later.
Oh yeah. Well, we Googling. I love how resourceful. Always with the resources. Who not getting backstage? I'm getting back there. So you know what? I don't know who the hell these people are, but maybe I need to start making my own connections since he's looking at me like I'm a nobody. And we see what happens there. This is an industry party, so a lot of these execs are expecting people to behave accordingly. And with her walking around, kind of being anxious, it's kind of like, yeah, we already know what you are, and you're clearly not anybody that we're interested in because everybody here is, a person of some means. But how did you feel about how they were treating her and just Chastity kind of losing her way here in her footing as like, I'm the manager, but what is going to happen? What if they do leave me? Let me show me. She's kind of like trying to prove her worth here and try to, I guess, get a connection outside of Francois.
Who's that?
No, go ahead, B.
Oh, my fault. Okay. I love it, actually. I love the attempt. I love the hustle. Even though she felt beat up before, she's like, hey, I'm still here. Let me try to make the best of this situation. Like you said, prove who she is, that she can, be a benefit as to the group as a manager. It was a bit aggressive. She can work on the approach a little bit, maybe lead with a compliment or kind of just be in the vicinity and just kind of laugh at their jokes. Kind of give some nods like, yeah, I was there last week too, but she coming there, hey,
how you doing? Let me get that card.
Yeah. So I like the hustle, but just the delivery could have been much better, and may want to clear out your phone before you hand it over. She had the face right there. You know what I'm saying? The really embarrassed, but The attempt was, the intent was good.
Oh, let's see. Amateur. I'm exiting stage left real quick. She should have curbed him, touching all up on her like that. If they're not perfect strangers, like they very much so are. I'm with you, Danny. I would have curved that. Like I would have oh, I ain't never seen you before in my life. I'll call you later though. But how you feel? How you feel about her trying to make these connections? I was sad to see them kind of like, girl, if you don't get away from me, when you get out of here, why? How you even get in this party? They was giving her that type of energy, but she was trying to show her her worth in gold. But how did you feel about this, Nita?
That's messed up. But I do like the hustle in her. I love the hustle in her. You could tell she got that hunger. She got that hustle. So she gonna make things pop. It may not pop right away because they say in the industry, how many no's you gonna get before you get a yes? But I feel like she got that hunger that she's gonna get where she needs to go. So
yeah, and I think we definitely see that later on in the episode. You might get lucky and get a yes from somewhere where you least expect it. But moving on, get these birds out of here. Oh, this was interesting. This was interesting. You know what, y'all? I got an opportunity, a manager, not a manager, a producer, somebody who owns a record label, that potential deal. All you guys have to do is get over here and sell yourselves. Now, this one I was like, hey, even though Francois is a whole liar, this could be a man of some means that could make a window. He's not going to, drop Rain at all. That's always going to be his main star. But he can, try to scoop them from underneath Chastity and just have, additional artists. Them presenting themselves, high key, Mia. Well, we some real Miami bitches. I was like, what? I had to gather myself. I was so disappointed. Like I was at least expecting Shauna to come in with a save. Like, well, actually, and it was like, yeah, we rap. She right. I just do. We, like her body T. She pretty. Like what is this? This is how you supposed to sell yourselves to a record executive that could possibly give you a deal. B, how did you feel about them selling themselves? And I just feel like this man was thinking, because he was like, yeah, oh yeah, like get these birds out of here. There's no potential here. That's what it felt like to me. How did you feel, B?
I felt like heartburn. Now this was a train wreck, man. I was like, wait a minute, is this one of those scenes to where like they're dreaming, like it's a disaster, then it's like, and then it goes back and it shows like what really happened or whatever. But no, it kept going. I was like, what is going on? And I was thinking just like you, like Shauna is gonna come in here with the save, and then it was worse. I was like, that was awful. I mean, the only worst thing that she could have did was farted or burped or something. But the thing is, not only did she said it with such confidence, like, it was a true mic drop, like, bitches. It's like, damn, you have no home training. Like, I'm not even mad that you even like talk like that, but you can still have that persona and be professional. You know what I'm saying? If that's who you are, that's who you are. But it was no professionalism, nothing. It was just a god awful mess, and it got worse and worse.
But no, who at least said something tangible? Chastity, you know what? Hello, this is the group. I managed them. Let's get your business card. Maybe we can, link up, reach out later. I was like, yes, Chastity. Somebody say something that'll make them sound like idiots. Like, Nita, the girl selling themselves as, real Miami, with ass and we look good and, we rapping. I was like, what? It made me mad. Like I wasn't expecting this from them. Like this is an opportunity you guys have been waiting on. And with Francois, I was like, I don't put it past him to have a stranger come over, like pretend that you such and such. I was like, nope. With him trying so hard to get Chastity out of the way, he does see potential in them, but he's just always going to have Rain as the first priority. And this is your first real opportunity to present yourself to a label exec that could give you a record deal, and you say we some real ass Miami bitches. Nita, how did you feel about this?
That is really hilarious. But like I said, maybe they were just trying to sell their persona, like sell the city girl aesthetic. No.
Awful.
This is a very professional man, Nita. This is not the time to sell yourself as that. Like, sell yourself as an artist first. Who you are, your rap persona, and who you are in real life. Like, no, we're not selling that. What do you do? What are you going to bring to the table, to my label? Like, what are you good at? Like, oh, I thought Shauna was going, I've been wanting to be a rapper all my life.
Right.
I had my little, even her breaking up, she be going viral for nothing. She be doing stupid stuff. And I was like, what is
trash,
you're
man.
painting yourself in the worst light ever. And it was just like, whatever. But leaving this, we get into the trickery because, with Francois, there's always going to be a trick. We get here and the gullible just kept popping into my head multiple times with the show. Are you dumb? I felt like freaking Remy Ma. Are you dumb? Like, are y'all dumb? We have him come over after we clearly seen, even though the man showed absolutely no emotion. It was like, oh, real? Okay. You know what, Francois? Let me talk to you over here. Francois comes back. They don't hear any of the conversation. Of course, if somebody likes who you are, I'm going to say it in your face. I like your energy. Like, y'all have potential. No, Francois, let me talk to you over here away from them. That means I'm about to say no. Francois comes back. Yeah, y'all are in. He's spilling everything. But he said Chastity, of all people, who actually said something good. She has to go. He is really working overtime to get the one person who not only cares about them, knows their potential, but is going to have their best interest at heart. He's trying to get her out the way so he can control and, undermine the whole thing. B, wait a minute, B, let me not put my stuff on you. Did the man give them a yes and we just weren't, privy to that information? Was it a yes for the girls?
I don't think it was a yes. I definitely do not think that he said anything negative about Chastity or Duke. I think that was him just trying to lie and manipulate them, just saying, I don't like Chastity, neither does Tanji here. I think he just made it up. If anything, I think he liked Chastity. It's probably the only person he did like, but I don't think he was feeling any of them, to be honest with you.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. See, Pretty Please said I was looking for Shauna to step up so bad. Yeah. I just knew she was. Because, a lot of the times she is reading the room like, girl, this ain't the space for that. Like, let me. It was like, yeah, she, I'm not, I mean, what she said, it was a reference to her stealing, like, I ain't committing crimes or something. I was like, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Nita, do you feel like that, Tanji, the exec, could have possibly given them a yes in the corner on the low, whispered it to Francois that, what, I might sign them. They're good, but get rid of Chastity of all people. No. That said something good.
Definitely a liar. He is a snake in the grass. Y'all better watch out for him.
No dates for Francois.
No.
What you Not even a snake. This little scene, and this didn't have nothing to do with nothing, but this pissed me off here with Shauna, and he's like, yeah, everything's good, but he said we got to get rid of Chastity, and they like, well, it's looking like, I mean, if Chastity got to go for us to get this situation popping, we can let her go, and he magically has a cigar for her. I was like, if y'all don't see this setup coming from a mile away, they just look like idiots here. And I'm just reminded that I know they're amateurs and they don't know the business, but really y'all are going to get this taken advantage of. Like, oh, no. Anywhere is on a cigar, anybody. And I love a good cigar, but absolutely not.
Yeah, you do like cigars. You do it much better than they do. You do it much
this was a mess. But they just seem like sunken in, and whatever Francois says from this point, it goes. He said the man, you didn't hear it from his mouth. Y'all didn't sign nothing. I don't believe anything. Like,
right.
Oh, let's just move on. But Chastity, of course, walked away like, oh, y'all are really sweating Francois hard about, what he's doing for y'all. Like, what about me? Cash is in the building. Cash is in the building. I love when Shauna was like, girl, I'm bad. Girl, he here. Like,
yeah.
She was bad like a sheep. Cash is here, and we are getting felt up on with all the PDA once again. B, how did you feel when Cash walked up on her? Did your heart beat?
No, I don't like Cash.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that.
I don't like Cash. He's just... shouldn't be acting that way. He has no game. He just has money to me. He has no game, no swag to me. I feel like somebody else dresses him. Um,
Somebody else dresses him, me.
I, I just feel like he should have. I just feel like he should do, have more common sense with women. And I just don't like the way he moves. He leads with his money, and I'm not trying to hate on him. I just don't like the guy. I just don't like his energy, and the way that Mia was curving him, just like, hey, don't kiss me. Just like, bro, like we've been saying this all episode. Read the room, and you are not. So I don't really
But
care for that.
it's like we can't do that. If we are willing to engage in sex with these men, it's kind of like, well, oh, they're like, girl, we was just, getting tossing it up and wherever the hell he lived in the last city, like, so it's like if Mia hasn't created any boundaries for herself, like Shauna said, she's proven already that she can be bought and that she maybe wants to be bought. I met you giving you 30K, so it's like I think Cash presented himself to be something, and it's like, no, you're presenting yourself that way. I think this episode we figure out it's like a controlling thing. Am I willing, to fund your lifestyle and do this and the third? Of course, but yeah, I get to, maybe dress you, and you got to be, a certain way because I'm pretty much paying for you. But which is crazy with the last, conversation of him saying the ex was using him for money. I'm like, clearly you want to be used.
And I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're gonna have a slide for it, but when he told her to stop dancing, to the
Of course, I got to slide for that. I got to slide for that.
My bad.
Nita, if you have your two boo things in the same building at the same time, one I love how, in contrast, he just pulls up with his little cash and his dress and his chain. Then you got Courtney over there with his little pearls on and his sweater. two totally different dudes. But
Right.
like if this was you in this situation, you don't want these men to see anybody. Like I don't want either one of them to find out how I'm moving. What are you going to do if this man walks up behind you, grab your waist, showing you just as much PDA as the other man who conveniently isn't here right now?
Right. Girl, she done dug herself into a hole, haven't she? The only thing that I could do is probably just hope that she can just be like, like play it off. Like, just so and so I know from the studio, so and so. I don't know. She's gonna have to play it off. But I probably would have been curbing Cash just a little bit more just because of the way he left her on red and how he was doing her or whatever. But yeah, I don't know how she gonna handle it. It's gonna be a mess.
Nothing. Well, she already knew Courtney was going to be there. It's their, collective little event with the tour. But she tells Cash outright, I'm going to be here at this time in this place. And he sends her address to her. Like, girl, what exactly did you think was going to happen? This just was a recipe for disaster. And I was waiting for all of it to blow up in her face. Moving on here to what B was waiting on. When manipulators link up, pipe down. That ain't my damn song. I was like, ooh, I didn't like that energy immediately. I knew what this was as soon as he said that. I was like, oh, you one of them? Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, we didn't know you were one of them out the gate. But I said I put when manipulators link up because clearly she set out. Not only, I like you handsome or whatever, but Mia's after the bag. I'm willing to give you the bag, but I want to be able to manipulate you as well. The whole, sex scene, and he's like, say you're mine, and da-da-da. It was more than that. Like at this point, if I'm funding your lifestyle and you think I'm finna just be shoving out money, then yeah, you need to be my girl, be in my corner, do as I say. It was like a controlling tactic. I was like, oh, oh, and it was a testament to kind of not being aware because Mia's moving really fast. You're not even aware of who and the type of person that you're linking up with. Like Cash could be, Cash ain't from the same. He says he's from the hood. He's from, a certain type of energy. So we don't even really just know anything about this man. But the fact that he had a comment about the song and like, I can't dance to another man's song. Like, that's not cool. But
Yeah.
Nita, how do you feel about Cash knowing that this is, kind of how he's moving? Do you feel sorry for Mia?
It's hard for me to feel sorry for Mia. It really is. I want to say that she's young, she's naive, she's gullible, and all those things. But at the same time, where's my red flag? Like we see it. Usually, when men lead with their money like that's what it is. No. It's hard. She makes it really, really hard to feel sorry for her. And when they leave with their money, they are controlling like that.
Mm.
That's just the industry. We see it in real life playing out. Okay.
No, I'm gonna get to it because when the energy that he was giving off when he, doesn't like something, even though what's what, he's not the, the respectful. We're gonna get into what he said he wanted to do with that dress when he found out what he found out. I was like, oh, we really don't know this man. B, how
Yeah.
did you feel about, Cash and the pipe down? They say my song like relax.
Yeah.
And of course, I saw the comment up there. I think I lost it when he asked, like, why did you post that picture of me? Like, that wasn't cool, because I felt like it. Like, I was like, oh, this isn't safe, Mia. B, how did you feel about this?
Yeah, man. He just screams insecurity, man. And I just don't like it at all. Small penis syndrome, or I don't know, maybe it's not because Mia shows up or whatever, but she probably just up for the money. I just don't like the guy. He's just really, really whack to me, especially with what happens later in that confrontation. But yeah, it's just I don't like it. He's a loser to me. And I that's all I hear women say is just like, yeah, when men leave with money, they're all controlling.
Mhm.
I've even heard because there's just this thing going around like, well, no, I won't go there. But I've heard a number of women say that I make my own money, and even if I get married, I don't want. And my husband makes a whole bunch of money, and he could be 7 figures, 8 figures. I still don't want them paying for everything. I can take care of this, this, and this because, when they do, they are controlling, and they, feel like you can be bought, and like you're an object instead of a person. So
Mhm.
he is giving off all of that energy right there, and he's just an idiot too. He's just
Negative.
stupid.
Like, he is it brought a lot of context to how he was behaving because it's like, I'm gonna shower you with affection and money and the massage and which I was like, Mia, take the massage, you ain't doing nothing. But it's like, now, even though we still could have got that massage and it in their bag and everything else, but it's like we're doing this with intention, and it's just almost like Mia learned absolutely nothing from her situation last season in New York. But let's keep going. She can't dance to another man's song. Just absolutely crazy. Almost getting to what we came here to see. I'm so excited. Who is this chick? Is opportunity knocking? When she least expected, she's in the corner sulking, like, oh, do they really need me? What's my position? Is he going to take them from me? A stranger shows up, asks the bum a cigarette, and I feel like she is in the business. She does, get out. It was hard for her to say, like, I'm a manager. Like, I don't even know what I am no more. I don't even believe it myself. They're not treating me as such. But she's like, I have some artists that could use a manager. I know people who could use that. And of course, we cut and we don't really get into them like that. But B, what do you think that this could possibly be for Chastity? An opportunity for just her, or an opportunity for her to kind of see herself outside of just worrying about Shauna and Mia all the time and maybe managing somebody else?
Great question. I think the answer is both. I think it's an opportunity for Chastity, romantically, and an
Mhm.
opportunity for Shauna and Mia. And so, you have the best caption in about opportunity knocking. And so,
Mhm.
it's it's a nice pick me up for Chastity because she definitely needs it because she just feels completely worthless. She just got her pegs knocked down from Francois. She kind of had the pie on her face with those other important people that she
Yeah.
tried to rub shoulders with, and here comes an angel to come save the day. And so they wouldn't be showing the scene right here off to the side if it wasn't gonna, pop off into something significant or impactful later on. So this is the birth of something pretty good that's coming, and can't wait for everybody to see what's going down.
Yeah, because if it's like, I think it'll be different energy because they're just so used to her being there at their beck and call. So if she has other potential elsewhere, then it's gonna be like, well, wait, she's like, no, y'all over there with Francois, take your ass on over
And
there.
did I mention she's very attractive because she
Yes.
is. She's
Yes.
fine.
Oh, all day.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's good that Mia took the call from baby daddy and Mia outside the house because it's possible that Cash had cameras in the house. Best believe I do not put it past Cash to have cameras in the house, and he is very much giving revenge porn type of energy. I could see it.
Mm.
That would be like something totally different. But are you here for the new opportunities for Chastity Nita and for her to maybe make her own way as a manager outside of Mia and Shauna?
Definitely. She needed that little pick me up because it sounded like she had a bad episode.
She was sad, like, so what do you do? I'm a manager. Like I'm trying to be a manager, but y'all are making it really, really hard. But I'm looking forward to see what happens with Chastity. Once again, 60 people here in the live. Keep hitting that like button, keep engaging. Go to all 3 channels and hit the like button and support us here. Don't give away too much of yourself. Authenticity in One Piece. Does he really want Shauna? It's supposed to say or envy her. Getting into this character, my whole energy changed with Lord AK this episode. With him being so invested, because of course she's gloating about, we just got a record deal. Like, y'all didn't get nothing. You didn't hear anything. But they're, once again showing that Kendrick energy, them engaged in the same things, or you like anime. But this is the second strong conversation that they have had, and he's telling her about not giving of herself and really clinging to, I think he clings to her because, the performance, like, it's authenticity, it's something real in a world full of fakes. But I'm like, does he want Shauna or does he envy her? That's where I'm at right now. Because what we get later, it's like, is there that type of attraction or another type of thing going on here? But how did you feel about this right here, B?
Nice question. I didn't even think of it that way. Does he really want Shauna? Does he envy her?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little bit of both, but I think he envies her a bit more than he's attracted to her. I mean, he's attracted to her. I don't know if he wants her. I think he will take advantage of the opportunity if it presents itself. I don't think he's out there like, oh, she fine as hell. I'm trying to hit that. I don't think, and I'm sure he would, but it's not a priority. But this conversation here, he's clearly depressed. He's not happy at all. And he's just like, damn, if I can go back and redo it all over, and start where you're at, I really would, and he's trying to open up to her because they have a connection, but he's not trying to just dump all of his feelings and emotions on her at the same time, because I think this is only their second or third reaction. So I think it's both, but I think it's a little bit more envy than anything.
Yeah, I think he's displaced as far as who he is as an artist, and maybe he's lost a bit of himself in his authenticity. So it's just like, Shauna has that. She's fresh. Like, don't give too much of yourself. It's just giving a peek into, like, maybe I just like the fact that she's paying so much attention to Raina and the authenticity there, and she's just automatically assuming that Lord AK is his true self 100%, and he's more authentic than she could ever be, and that's why they're Kendrick. When maybe he, might be just as lost as the likes of a Rain, or he may be putting on a persona as well. But how did you feel?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
Shout out to everybody in the chat on all 3 channels. Shout out to Tara here, who's doing a great job hosting the show, because she stays real and authentic to herself. Because behind the scenes, y'all don't know how many times I try to motivate her, to push her to do something, and she's like, you know what, that's just not me. I do this. I'm just not that type. I understand that this content may have this crowd, but it just ain't me, bro. It's just not me, and I'm gonna continue doing my thing. And that's gonna happen at least 3 times since we've been knowing each other. And I'm proud of you for that. And I just thought about that now as well. He clearly didn't want to perform, but Tara stays true to her authentic self. Right there. Shout out to Tara.
I love that. Be like, yeah, she'll do nothing she don't want to do.
I didn't mean to make that,
when Shauna walked up, he said he said he is on shrooms. Yeah, what somebody said must have been some lay shrooms. Even with that, because we have seen a lot of drugs in the show. That and something else, it just seems totally different. And either with, our private situation, I'm gonna go to the next slide so you can get the gist. And I'm sure B gonna be like, what? Let's just go get into it. These are my thoughts.
Question though. Can I ask you a question?
No, go ahead.
I was saying I thought it was a little bit of both when you said it like that about the envy. Like I saw the connection. Like I really felt like I felt the chemistry in the last episode when they were at the studio, and the way he was looking at her, I was just like, "Ooh, he really wants her. Like he's digging her, like for real." But when you explain it about the envy and losing yourself in the industry and all of that stuff, I thought that was a really good thought process on that, because I never even thought about it like that. I just thought he was just like in awe of her because it was just the way he was looking at her. But now that I got more context, envy is probably what it is.
I love them bonding over One Piece. Who don't love a good One Piece, anime show?
Oh, you watch One Piece too? Or what, One Punch Man or whatever it was?
I watched the series. I ain't got time for them 2,000 episodes, B. Let's them 3,000 episodes. Now, this is where you guys might be like, what, Tara? Get the F away from Shauna. Has Gat been a love interest? I did say love interest. So, B, don't do it, B. I don't care. A love interest or a beard, saving AK from himself this entire time. Now, I was like, y'all know, as soon as I see Gat, like, y'all give it up, get him out here to perform. He's engaged in having too much fun, too much conversation in the corner with Shauna yet again. Gat being very persistent at the type of women that he allows on the tour bus. I didn't think that it was just, at this point, I was like, it's not just color or, just wanting a certain aesthetic on the bus. He was being sure to get, girls who weren't too smart. Shauna is very smart and he keeps trying to keep her away. And he is making it a point. I think it's more than his dislike for Shauna. He knows something about Lord AK. Now, and that, coincides with the next slide. But has he been a love interest of, AK this entire time and they're just putting up, for appearances in the show? Because I think even with the type of dude that Gat is, like with the energy that AK is, like, why would you even have this type of dude around? And like he does nothing. They said he's, a washed old rapper who had one song. Why is this dude here and not serving any purpose? He is serving a purpose if he is a love interest or if he is, more so a beard handler type situation, saving saving AK from making a mistake and showing who he truly is and what he may truly want. I don't know. B, how do you feel?
Wow.
You be breaking it down, girl.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all.
I know how to say that.
I had a magnifying glass up at the screen, like, you know what I'm saying? The technique gadget. Let me clarify. Are you asking, are they gay? Are they down low? Is that what
Absolutely.
No. If they are, I did not see it at all. Wow. If anything, okay, Tyra, this is new to me. Okay, I did not come to her thinking that we're gonna be talking about
threw me all the way off
and having a relationship. So I got to think about this now that you don't brought it up there. You don't put it in the ether. Yeah. Could AK be gay? Maybe. Because I just didn't see that coming. I'm gonna say no.
You gonna say no? Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not mad at you for your theory, though. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
I kind of I see where you're coming from now, but I'm gonna say no. I think he's just a hater. I think he's just whack. I think he's just a loser. And want to be close to the money. Like, hey, AK, listen to me. I got your back. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna protect you like me, type ish. But yeah, that first part, nah, man, I didn't gather that. That's interesting right there.
Right.
Okay. To hear what Nita got to say.
Nita,
I'm with Brandon. For real, I definitely can see that theory that Tyra got. Loved it. I think that is actually creative writing. Like, that's a twist that you wouldn't see coming. So, Issa, if y'all listening, make sure you send Tyra her 20%.
Well, you guys know that I did not pull this out of thin air. I was coasting here because I was like, all right, you know what, Gat, you doing the most now. Like, clearly they have, an interest for each other, but it's like he's going above and beyond every time she's in there because Shauna is she's a smart woman. If something is up, she could catch on and blow his whole persona. Now, let's just move on. We got this. Thank you for entertaining my theory.
Yeah. Thanks for presenting it.
Oh yeah. B, how did you feel when Cash made this face?
What part is this?
This is when, she got up. She didn't like his response when he asked,
Oh
why did
yeah,
you post a
but
picture of me? Because I wanted to. And she's like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. And she walks away and he sees like, is that Courtney? Where are they going
well,
together?
the fact that you even look like this because she's upset is ridiculous. Like, are you surprised? Like, what was he expecting her to thank you for posting me, babe? And like, I don't get it. Maybe he realizes the error in his ways and like, damn it, I did it again. I came off
Oh,
crazy.
no. This
I don't
was,
know.
this
He-
was, to me, this was definitely, she trying, is that another nigga over there? Like, it was like, he kind of came into revelation, like, oh, she entertaining other dudes. Like, let me go find her. What does this face say to you,
Man,
Nita?
like I just don't know guys like that. It's just like
Nita, what did you say?
Be glad you don't know dudes like that. I
huh?
love that for you. Be
Love that
glad
you don't know dudes like that.
Never.
Yeah.
Stay far away from them, okay? Yeah, it looks like he's peeping something that he don't like.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Is it
Let's get
what's his
into
name? What's his name?
Courtney.
Cameron? Courtney.
Courtney.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah, he walks up on Mia like, oh, what's wrong? And he sees them together like, something might be going on here. Let me get up. Now, this added more to my theory of something being off. They have been like waiting for this moment. He, oh, here goes Gat being Gat again. Let me try to get Shauna by herself. Oh, it's space and opportunity. I just knew we was finna get a bomb love scene here. No, we get here and AK cannot perform. We, everything's rubbing on all cylinders. We're clicking and we're kissing and we're feeling and touching, but nothing's happening down there.
It's the shroom.
Nothing.
It's the shroom.
Is it? Nothing.
Oh my gosh. That was funny.
Nothing is happening down there. And it looked like it was something weighing on him. It looked like way more than shrooms. It just looked like I'm frustrated with myself. Not Cash. Why would we call him Cash? AK looked like something that had been weighing on him for a long time, not just at this moment. Like, oh my God, if it's something random, it's like, oh, I can't perform. Even then, I'm just going, I'd probably skip that slide. And Shauna's like, it's okay. We could just do something else. We can just talk. We can just kiss. We can just hang out. He's so frustrated with himself. Like, it is just giving me that he has a secret personally.
Yeah.
But B, how did you feel about him not being able to perform in this moment?
Well, it sucks. It happens. I think he kind of gave up a little too early. Because those heat of the moment things like that can be really fun, and you can think about it and it's like, oh, it's exciting, as opposed to a setup or an appointment. And I was really thinking, oh, okay, they're really about to get it in here. She clearly wants him. That picture you got up there on the top left when she's like, hey, here I am, come get it, sir. Don't miss the boat now, and he didn't. He obliged her, and I was like, yes, let's get it in. But I think he gave up a bit too early. I know she was frustrated. It's always interesting when women try to spare the male's feelings. Like, it's okay. But deep down, I feel like I was like, God damn it, what is wrong? Get it together, But it sucks. I think it's a combination of the alcohol, the drugs, and where he is meant. Well, I don't know. I think it's more of the drugs and the alcohol because prior to him not coming through, he was ready. If he didn't think, like, before they went to the room, if he didn't think he would be able to, if he did not think he would be able to perform, I don't think he would have even went into the room or been as excited he was when he was pulling back his hair right there. So yeah, he gave.
Yeah, but it could have easily been played off as, with the positivity that we did see coming off of him. It wouldn't give me like, it would have been like, like, this is one for the record books. Like, this never happened. I took a lot of whatever. This is funny. Let's just kick it. He was very distraught. Like, it was something eternal, something mental. Like, he's in a really bad headspace and he's been trying to put on this persona as if he's okay. It's like something's weighing on him. And I just feel like that's something maybe, But Nita, he couldn't be himself. He can't. He can't. And that's whether he's, he might be, go both ways, whatever. We just don't know. But I just feel like Gat is holding some weight there. But Nita, how did you feel, about him not being able to perform when the time came?
Hey, supports your theory.
Don't
Wholeheartedly, it supports the theory. So yeah, but like I said, my first thought was
he?
if he's depressed, he might be on medication. Medication caused that to happen. If he's
Mhm.
doing shrooms, that's what I said. It could have been a combination of things, but yes, that whatever. If he can't live in his truth and he's truly unhappy, and he's like so impressed with Shauna living her authentic life and stuff like that, and he envies that.
She
That's
not.
that's more on the
She's not. No,
that's
ain't nothing. I don't think that she's far from it, but it's just
right
he's just
that you
presuming like, oh,
see.
she's everything that I used to be before I got so deep into this
Right.
industry. Whatever that may be, I have my own theory, and I'm sure you guys have yours. But let's move on. Come on outside, Gat. We ain't gonna say nothing to you.
Wave the flag.
But yeah, this is the stress. It just looked. I'm gonna just leave it. This was a very emotional scene that could have been funny. Like, man, it didn't get up. Like, you gonna suck it or like, hey, we could have. You know what I'm saying?
It could have been funny. What? How do you make a joke out of
It
this?
could. Which
If
is
he
how
just
light his
embraced it.
personality is, B, and how comfortable. Like, we're here. They have proven themselves to kind of be Kendrick in so many
What?
spaces. If you can't perform, like what I'm gonna laugh at you or like what? It's funny, like, we came in here, we finally get an opportunity alone, and this is what happened. Hey, let's meet up and link up again. I'll be even more sexy and ready, and you make sure you don't have no shrooms or whatever.
I guess no. I'm gonna push it back on that one. Yeah, turn it into a joke. Like I can't get it this time. Maybe next time.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey,
what? No
hey.
way. No way.
All right, that's fine. If you don't have a sense of humor, B, just say that.
Oh, what? You tripping?
Messy Mia, I will snatch the dress off your back and the pearls off this nigga's neck. Cash rolls up on Courtney and Mia after like they just had to impromptu get it in the bathroom. I was like, Mia, this is not the time, Mia. But she's claiming, she's gonna go look for Shauna, and he sees them. Of course, he gave the face slide I showed y'all, and he gives that energy like if he wasn't here to step in, like I might snatch you. It was given like he might lay a hand on her. Seriously, in my opinion, just the way he said I should snatch like you grimy. I was like, oh, it's just really, it wasn't going to be like, oh, you trying to play with me, you trying to use me, fine, respect, I'm gonna walk away as a man. It was like, girl, I will snatch this whole dress. Like, who you think I'm Cash. B, how did you feel about this, and did you think that this was an appropriate time to get it in?
No. I can understand it be exciting, those
Mia
random
need to put that thing on ice.
yeah. Sleep in the freezer. I can understand it being fun and exciting, when it's just not planned, it's just really impromptu. I get it, but
right
you gotta
now,
be,
B.
yeah, but you gotta be smarter than that, she's putting herself in danger. Good thing that Courtney is
Yeah.
he's decent. I'll say that,
Yeah.
because he step in, he's not just gonna let her,
Yeah.
you're not gonna let Cash talk to her that way. So that's dope. I like him for that.
Yeah.
But both Cash and Mia are ridiculous. Mia for putting herself in the situation. Cash, again, bro, she's not your object. I don't feel sorry for you. You're playing yourself, She didn't ask for that dress. You did that, it's your fault. I mean, hey, if you got the money, you got it, but still, it's just like she's not your property, bro. And these expectations that you have are non-realistic.
Oh my God, we caught up. You grimy. I was like, oh my God, Nita, is this an appropriate time to get it in? Why you trying to duck and dodge? We get it in, we're Courtney real quick in the bathroom because we didn't last episode. And of course, when we're coming out the bathroom, Cash is there to wait and read her to riot and threaten to snatch that dress off her back. How do you feel about this, Nita?
Heck no, she is what do you call it? A master of your own making,
bird.
like a bird. to do it shortly to sum it up. But she's just like a master of her own chaos. Like she just is doing
Oh, Brittany.
so much, and I'm just like, I think when she messed up when she sent him that picture talking about got him. He lost respect for her in that moment, and that mask came down really, really fast. So it was no more love bombing, no more. He pulled the mask down. He said, "Oh, you about to get this real, and either you with it or you not with it." So she needs to back up off him for real,
Come
because
defending
he
me.
is not the one. He is
Hey, Brittany. Everybody's seen Players Club. Some of these ladies going to college. You know, they're trying to feed their families. They don't mean nothing. Like, we can't be saying that about the exotic dancers, Brittany. You can't
And
do that.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
That
Online, you know, the kind of OnlyFans type situation with them sending her money and stuff, and which I knew, but I thought in real time she would handle herself differently. Like, no, you're still moving like that's that. And then you're not even moving smart. At least there, couldn't nobody touch you. Couldn't nobody see you. Cash is
no,
right here. Can't lay
I'm
hands on you.
saying
right.
I forgot that she did send that text message saying got him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's stupid enough to still try to F with her and buy her dresses and stuff. I mean, at that point, bro, you should have just disappeared. And at the very most, she just been a jump off. But you trying to treat her like she's a missus, and that's his fault, man. He reminds me of the guy in real life that found out that his wife has an OnlyFans account, and she was like, "Hey, you knew that I was this type of chick before you married me, like, And I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for Cash.
Right.
Now, this fight does not pop off because there's a whole saving grace. Even though, respectfully, I love that Courtney was going to step in with his pearls. I'm here for it. Uh, this happens, and I think all of us had a collective, like, what? Where did this come from? Back to my lover claim. Like, why do we even put this in here? Soon as Gat comes in the room, oh, here you go again. If you love AK, if you're in love with him, just say that. I was like, all right, y'all ain't got to give me no more clues. I'm going with my theory. I am going home with my theory. Like, just to say that, and he's like, what? Like, you clearly they move. This is not anybody's home. He was intentionally running around looking like I gotta get him. Like, what, something might happen. He might, do something. Like, he's either a lover or a handler. It's one of the two. Maybe he's just so mentally unstable. Maybe he is, self-medicating, doing all kind of other things, putting up this fake persona. And Gat is there, as him, but he's also there to be that handler, or he's a down low, one of his lovers. I'm just saying. B. Did you feel any way about if you in love with him, just say that, because it spoke to my spirit.
I loved it. I thought that was hilarious. I like the way she checked him right there. But you left one off. He's a loser, not a lover, handler, just a straight loser.
No, he's a loser to that. But as far as Lord AK, he's always like, the way he's been breaking his neck. It's one thing to be a part of the entourage and use and be like, no, he is there. Like, if I'm not here to make sure he's okay, something's gonna go wrong, and people are gonna really find out what his issue is, whatever it may be. I have my theory.
Yeah, I don't think he's down low. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I'm just not there. But there's something mentally wrong with him. It doesn't make any sense for you to be kicking in doors like that. That's just, people don't act that way. It's really beyond me. Are we talking about AK yet?
Let's see. We're gonna go to this. It says handler, because AK lover died. I can't stress this enough. Well, I thought when they said somebody died that it was I know somebody in the crew died. They were saying, he took whatever and he died. Unless you're talking about that person, but him and Shauna, they connected over the brother passing away. But hey, it could be anything. But let's get on into like the oh my god.
Well, hold on. What you got anything to say, Nita?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. I'm with Tyra with her theory.
Okay. Wow.
Join the club, Nita. 71 people in the live. Please keep showing love and hitting them like buttons. Yeah, we get here, and then I was like, okay, something's really, really wrong. We cut, to AK out there supposedly taking a breath because he didn't perform, and he sets himself on fire, like up. He went into like full blaze quickly. Was this an accident or was this on purpose? Even though you guys are saying that he was intoxicated or whatever, he was very aware. The whole conversation that he had with Shauna, him getting up enough to perform in the middle of the party, him engaging with her in every single way, it didn't seem like he was off enough to go outside and do this. This did not feel like an accident to me. I don't know what happened, but this scared the hell out of me. I was like, what the hell? I wasn't expecting this. B, what's happening here? Was this an accident?
I don't know, Tara. I'm back and forth. I am back and forth. There's a argument it can be made that it was just a freak accident, just something random because he wasn't paying attention, or he could have been trying to take himself out. And again, if it's the latter, the choice, the method that you chose to go up in flames, I mean, man, you could have jumped off the balcony head first. That would have made more sense. But to be on fire and to take it and not, the thing about it is, like, you didn't even want to stop, drop, and roll. I mean, that just seems natural. Just I don't know. It's scary. It is. You have to really, not only to take your life, but to take your life in this way, this shape, this form, is really concerning. And I don't know if it's on purpose or accident, but I knew it was obvious that he was going through some things, but I didn't know it was to this degree. It kind of reminds me, like, try to your best to be nice to everybody because you just don't know what people are going through. 10 minutes ago, he's being called out to drop a song and he partying, kicking it. 60 seconds before this, he finna pop it off with Shauna. And now I don't know. And I'm not trying to be funny because it did cross my mind. It's like, okay, I know he didn't try to kill himself because he couldn't get it up, So, and I'm being serious. I just don't know, Tyron, but I am really confused and concerned and just like, this is wild, and hope he's okay.
I like this comment. He asked Shauna about her last meal. That was a sign. No, who asked about it? Like, was that him asking her about the last meal?
Yeah, when they was at
in the studio
on the couch right before he started performing.
Oh man. Nita, how do you feel about this?
I think this was intentional. I think that man was hurting, and this doesn't if this is an accident, then it's a freak accident. But I don't understand how. I mean, was he drinking the alcohol? Or was he pouring the alcohol all over his clothes? Like, what is going to set you on fire that fast? Or like, boof, like that's crazy. I don't think it was an accident. He's in pain. He's hurting. So,
but that's the thing. Like, besides, the brother passing away, what could get him to the point to do something like this? This is a accidental or not. This is a terrible way to harm yourself. Like,
right?
What? Who? Oh, I wasn't expecting this, and this scared the hell out of me. I was so shocked. Everybody comments like, I was shook. You didn't have any choice but to be shook, and of course, this collectively gathers the whole party. Like, what the hell? Like, he was just here, like you say, he was performing, he was okay, and now he is up here on fire.
Yeah.
Well, so any more thoughts on this whole situation?
That was heavy.
No, I just can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, but yeah, I think we were all collectively like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell? Right. Never, not anything funny. I just did not in any way expect this. I put above Gat. I should have been there. Like, regardless of who I feel like he is to him. don't do me, B. It just was giving like Handler, like, man, I messed up. It seemed like, of course they're emotional because it's, the friend and everything, but I should have been there. Like, this was just crazy. I didn't know what else to put here. B, how did you feel about everybody? First of all, people taking pictures. I was like, man, put y'all phones away. But yeah, he is going away in the ambulance on the gurney. It's like, if he's alive, all those burns, because it did look like he ran out there and covered him with the blanket. But he's gonna be scarred for life. B, how did you feel about the ending of the episode?
I mean, I can't blame everybody for taking pictures, and But I think this is going to bring a lot of people closer, and they're going to be having conversations as far as what's important in life, and chasing your dreams and passions instead of being fake. I don't know. Maybe Raina, Shauna, and Mia will be best friends now or something. Who knows? But this is I think this is gonna mess up a lot of people mentally. So
Yeah, as it should. Like, I just wanted to really wake up the likes of Shauna and Mia, especially Shauna, because she glamorizes the industry so much. And, I just want to be a part of it. I want a record deal. I want this, that, and that. And judges, reign for a certain thing and this. But, I know that, like, you never know what's going on with anybody. And whatever it is, it's affecting him heavily. And he's talking about integrity and holding on to your authenticity and don't let the industry take too much of you. Like, this man is hurting enough to, if it was, intentional or not, just be in a situation like this. Are you sure that this is what you want to do, especially with y'all moving as gullible as you are? Nita, how do you feel about this? Oh,
no,
cool.
sorry.
Nita, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I guess taking pictures and stuff, it feels insensitive, but at the same time, it's like one of them things you can't believe, and this is going to have a major impact on the tour as a whole, their future, and all that stuff. So, yeah, I can see them coming together. I can see some things happening, because I definitely felt like there was a wedge being, you know, put in the mix with things. But I think this is an opportunity to kind of bring it on together and think about the important things and stop trying to be a darn snake, because
Yeah.
like I said, I feel like there's some kind of depression that's behind this Lord AK thing. And then if we start having the conversations, can we stop being snakish in this industry? Can we just be better?
Yeah, all of that arguing over tour and position and using this person and that,
Yeah.
like, yeah, what now? Like, there are bigger things in store. Let's see, how did his entire body become engulfed in flames? Can't be an
Right.
accident. This is also not a common S-word method. Absolutely not. I just don't see.
It seems
Let's
more
see, like,
painful.
he had to come with a match and a flask of gasoline.
Something.
Brittany, it was just crazy. Like, because even with the open flame, like, even if your sweater is just like, oh, I can get this off real quick. Like, he
Right.
was up. Like, how the hell did that happen? But just ending it off, B, I'm gonna ask you first as far as your predictions for the next episode of the show. What do you think's coming up?
I think we're gonna know what Chastity is gonna do with that young lady that she met at the party.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think the whole industry just gonna be shook because of what happened to AK. It's gonna force a lot of conversations and build some bridges and also burn some.
Yeah. What about you, Nita?
Um, well, I hope we won't be doing the RIP to Lord AK.
Mm,
Um, I know you said predictions, but
yeah.
kind of like a prediction. I hope that we're not doing that.
Mm.
And what else? I think Chastity. I think things are gonna maybe turn around for her a little bit. I hope so. It may not happen that fast though. I don't know.
Mm.
But Mia, girl, she need to sit down. Somebody gonna sit her down. Somebody gonna sit her down.
If
Somebody
she
gonna
don't
put
sit down now, it's like,
somebody
come
gonna
on
put her in her place. She is moving hella reckless out here.
Yeah.
And Shauna, I don't know. I think she might incriminate herself if she keep on playing games. What they say, play P, get F. Don't
now.
don't play.
Though I'm definitely here for Duke finding other avenues to, get her feet wet. Mia definitely needs to sit down somewhere. And I feel like with her being in an emotional state and needing somebody to lead on, that was, he's pretty close to Courtney as well. So I think he'll be dealing with his own thing. I think she's gonna try to reach back out to Lamont and he's gonna be like, I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, I'm not dealing with you. I think Shauna's gonna have a revelation as far as not getting back to her old self, but it'll be interesting to see how the industry moves because everything sells, music sells when like nobody's gonna more in this situation in the industry like there should. They probably, oh, it's on to the next. And she's like, oh, that's not, she's gonna, because they're so gullible. I think she'll have a revelation of what it is to be an artist. And when stuff happens like this, a lot of people don't care. Like, it's on to the next artist. How can we, profit off of this? Oh, well, let's put out his mixtape from such and such and such and such to capitalize on this moment. I think it's going to be something like that. But, we never ever know. But y'all, this has been absolutely wonderful. This has been really, really great. I'm gonna do ladies first. You guys have been great. Once again, hit that like button on all 3 of our platforms. This has just been really, really good. I'm glad we all got to, get our opinions across and, in my theories and all the other good stuff. Because I knew people was gonna be like, what? But Nita, I'm gonna, allow you to go first and let the people know what you have going on your channel. So take this here. Go ahead, Nita.
Hey y'all. I just got off of live doing some reality talk TV. So we was covering Bravo channel. So that was Married to Medicine, which is my favorite, and then Real Housewives of Potomac. Tomorrow we'll try to do OWN. That's the OWN network, and that is actually Love and Marriage Huntsville and Bell Collective. And also too, let me see. I have some things up on the channel. Just check them out. I talked a little bit briefly about some pop culture. I talked about King, T.I., and Tiny. Gave a little 1-2 about that. So you check out my opinions on that. That's on the channel as well. And of course, I'll be covering Power Raising Kanan tomorrow. All right. Thanks, Tara.
All right. Absolutely. Thank you, Nita. Brandon Keith Avery, go ahead.
What's up, y'all? First of all, thank you for having me, Tyra. I do appreciate it. And it was also lovely to collab with Nita here. I think it's been a while since we've done that, maybe on Lamont's channel. And shout out to everybody in the chat, but it's B. Avery, just my opinion reviews. Please subscribe. What I have dropping in a few hours is the recap for episode 1 for Power Book 3, Raising Kanan Season 3. So check that out. I think I'm also going to be joining his channel again this Saturday at some time to go live with him and his crew. Can't wait to see what everybody has to say about the episode. Also, this Sunday, I will be going live, just talking about all of the latest movie news and entertainment news that dropped this week. Like Elon Musk and Bob Iger and people losing, them losing subscribers. Also going to be talking about all of the latest comic book superhero news this weekend too. And tomorrow I will be dropping my review for Candy Cane Lane, the latest Eddie Murphy and Tracy Ellis Ross movie that will be debuting on Amazon Prime tomorrow or midnight or 2 a.m. whenever they drop the episode on December 1st. And so I'm going to have a review for that as well. And if you're interested in all that, come through, subscribe, leave a comment, and give a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let's put that. Y'all, I'm working really hard on my Temptations video. It's taking a little longer than I thought to get that one out. I just want stuff to be really, really good. So I am hard at work on that, as well as getting my video together for the craft. And of course, I will be getting into Raising Kanan as well. But you guys have been awesome. Everybody's link is in the channel if you want to go and check them out right now. Like, don't even wait, because this has been great. This is, man, I was anticipating this all day because I wasn't expecting it at the end of the show. Right. But Nita, you don't go nowhere because I need to say something to you. But thank you guys so much for watching. We will definitely be back to engage with you guys next week for a little bit more of rap shit. And, everybody have a, good old peaceful night. Don't set yourself on fire. Love you guys. Absolutely.